Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be talking about piety in the game of Crusader Kings 3. There's a lot of things that we want to talk about, or that I want to talk about, and I'm going to try to explain the best way possible. So let's just jump right into it. So piety is very important in the game, and this is a brand new character even though he has that big crown. He just recently became king. So right now my piety is not very good at all. It's 1.05 a month, and depending on what religion you have, that is what you're gonna that's what's gonna depend on how much you get. So here, my religion is Catholic. So here are the personal traits or personality traits that are good with Catholic, that you can get extra piety, and here are the ones that are negative towards it. So vengeful, sadistic, the lust, I think it was deceitful. All of those are they will give you a negative piety for your character. So I guess if you want to start a brand new game, once you look at the personality traits, just make sure that you don't have those depending on what religion you have, because there are a ton of them. There's a lot of variations. So let's just go ahead and start a brand new game to show you guys how to pick the personality trait. So what you want to do is, like I said, is just start a brand new game, and we are going to re-roll, and until you find the personality traits that best fits you. So here I'm starting off with the Austrias. So just remember, when you are starting off, if you don't like the personality traits, just go ahead and just back out and start a brand new game, and just continue doing that until you find the personality traits that you want to have. I know, in my personal opinion, I think the lust trait is a really good one, but it is negative towards Catholic. So yeah, I guess you just have to, later on in the game, make your own religion and make that into a positive, if there is such a thing. I haven't gone that far, but here we go. I try to, for the purpose of this game, so it won't be as too long, kind of just, here's my personality traits that I like. The honest, brave, and content. I think the honest one is a positive towards Catholics. So we'll just keep that, and we'll start this game. So now you can see that it is 2.55 a month. And now we're gonna just jump onto other things that make piety, your piety, go positive. So when you get married the first time, you are going to get a boost in that piety. Also, if you want to look at the I guess the rules and of what to do as a Catholic, one of the things that you have to keep in mind is that if you go around sleeping with a bunch of people, you will get labeled as a adulterer, and that will take a big hit on their piety. Not only are you going to be getting less, but also you're going to be losing levels of devotion, and that's a big negative if you end up getting caught. So my suggestion would be to try not to go around sleeping with other king's wives and things like that. Also, for example, if you go around killing other family members, or just killing people in general without an actual cause, that's also going to take a negative hit on the piety. So just keep that in mind when you go around trying to do that. Yeah, just if you're trying to not just don't do it in the beginning. If you do end up doing it, then just try to take a pilgrimage, and that would help to give you a ton of piety, which that's the next thing that I'm going to be talking about now. As you can see here, I just got married, I got some money, and my piety is a little bit higher. It's at 2.65. It's not bad at all. And here's what I want to talk about now. The next one is another way to get piety is through the lifestyle. So go ahead and click on the learning, and then go to theology. Here in the bottom left, theology focused, you can get a piety 1.0 a month. So that should put us at 3 point, I think it was 3.7 piety. So that's another way to get some good piety. Not bad. And yeah, it is 3.75 a month. And don't worry, guys. Me personally, I wouldn't do that because I like a different lifestyle. But I'm just showing you guys because there are some of you who are going to want to pick that. Okay, so now the pilgrimage. Okay, so here I'm going to try to explain how this works. So the holy sites are the places in our world that are closest to God. To see them for myself is to prove my dedication as a Catholic. So here, what you gotta keep in mind is that the further you go out, the more piety you will get on the trip. So yeah, the longer the journeys, it's gonna be more expensive, but you get more piety. I recommend to always go the furthest, even though it's more expensive, because we can't go on pilgrimage every time. We can only do it on this occasion every 15 years. So let's look at my age. I'm at 19 right now. That means that I'm gonna be like what, 35, 36 if my math is correct. So yeah, go ahead and take advantage of that pilgrimage. Just go ahead and just go to the farthest that it allows, and don't even worry if you don't have the money. Just use your credit card. You can go on in debt. So yeah, don't even worry about it. Just do it. It is worth it. We are going to get like a whole level of devotion, plus other goodies on the trip. Different options that they're gonna give you to be able to get like to lose stress, or just to get other perks in different areas of that's gonna help you down the line. And not to mention a level of devotion and a ton of piety, which you can also use some of that piety to get some gold and get out of debt. Okay, so here as you can see here, the story is giving me different options. So here we get the divine protection, and if you noticed up on the piety, we are up on 3.9, so it actually gave us like 0.2, and if I'm not mistaken, that's actually for 10 years that we get 0.2 the divine protection. So yeah, it is definitely worth it to take the pilgrimage. And I'm gonna go ahead and start looking at some secrets on my wife, because apparently she went pregnant. She got pregnant while I was out on pilgrimage, and that's a little fishy, a little sus. But yeah, that's for another video. So yeah, look at this. We gained 875 piety. We also gained the trait pilgrim, which is really good. And yeah, man, determined pilgrim for 10 years. We got a 2% piety per night. So yeah, that's good. That's good. If we can get a ton of nights, then we can get an extra 2% for piety. So look at my piety now, 5.2 a month, and my level of devotion is now working towards I think it was devoted something, whatever it was. But this is what I want to talk about. Yeah, devoted servants. There you go. I want to talk about this. You can also turn in some of your piety in for some gold. That's yeah, it's awesome. The more piety you have, you can always turn some of that in for gold every 3 to 4 years, I believe. So yeah, it's definitely worth it. Okay, now, why do you want to have piety, and why does it matter that you have different levels of it? Well, it does matter when you're trying to use your piety to cash it in to be able to make holy war. Okay, if you have a little bit of piety, you're only going to be able to declare war for the county. Okay, and every time you do that, you're gonna be going to war, and if you win, you're only going to be able to get like a small piece of land, which is, to me, is not worth it, because sometimes you're gonna be going to war like pretty bad against they're allies, and you're gonna be using a lot of gold in the war, so it is not worth it to be able to just go to holy war for a county. Now for a duchy, it's a whole different story. Okay, if you have the level of devotion and the piety, then it is going to cost more, 160. But look at the piece of land, look at the size difference that you are going to get if you win that war. So we're gonna go ahead and change the objective here so you can see. But it's also good to make holy war for an entire kingdom. I don't have it right now available because we have to go to Paragon of Virtue. But once you do that, then you can make like a holy war for the whole kingdom, for the whole red area right there. And I don't know how to pronounce that, Omayad or something. But if I had that available, then I would be able to go to war, and if I win, I get that whole red area. Now here we're only available to do the duchy, but look at the big difference of the size of the duchy versus the size of the county. So that's why you want to have the a high level of devotion plus the piety. Okay, another way to get piety is to be able to construct holy like monasteries, churches, things like that. You'll be able to get some piety here. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, 0.1 a month, but you got to keep in mind that you can continue to upgrade those monasteries, and there's a ton of them that you can work on and on the map. And there are some special buildings like this one, the Grand Cathedral. That one gives you a whole ton of perks, gold plus piety. You do get a 0.2 a month plus some other nice little perks there. So yeah, that's another way to get piety. And right now we are at 5.2 per month, which is really good in my opinion, as long as we don't mess it up and you know, get caught having sex out of marriage and killing people without an actual cause. Because you can kill people if you have if they're criminals and things like that, without taking damage to the piety. You can also torture people, but you gotta have those perks, those traits, so you can do that without taking the hit on the piety. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you found it helpful, and I am going to be uploading more videos on Crusader Kings 3, so please subscribe, drop a like, and I'll see you guys on the next one. See ya.